Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good
Waalaikumsalam
afternoon.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon, ma'am.
All right. How are you today? Are you okay?
I'm
Yes,
fine, ma'am. And
I'm
you?
fine.
I'm good. How
Good,
about you?
ma'am.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. I'm fine. All right, everyone. In the previous meeting, we have discussed about genre of text, such as recount text, and then descriptive text, and also procedure text. And today, we will discuss about narrative text. And who is the presenter today? Which group? Hello? Can you hear my voice?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Which group?
The fourth group.
Fourth group. Okay. Remember, as usual, the presenter must facilitate the discussion, both explaining the material and also question and answer session. All right, and for other students, have to pay attention to the presenter, and also you can take a note if there is an important thing. Can you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and I invite the group 4 to the presentation. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wabarakatuh.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. We are from Group 4. My name is Andriany Suciarahmany as the moderator, and my friends Anggita Megantari and Mira Fuji Salamatunnajah. On this occasion, we will present about narrative text. And these are our keys learning. First, we will discuss the definition and purpose of narrative text. Next, we will discuss the generic structure of narrative text. Then, we will discuss the language features that exist in narrative text. And last but not least, we will discuss the example of narrative text. Before we go to the discussion, does anyone know what is narrative text? What comes to your mind when you hear narrative text?
I think narrative text is a text that consists of a story. Am I right?
Yes. And what comes to your mind when you hear narrative text? Hello? Can you hear my voice?
Yes. I think narrative text is the text that talk us about the past story.
That's good. Okay, I will explain the definition and purpose of narrative text. A narrative text is a text that suggests tell us a story. Narrative text is one type of text which contains imaginative stories and or fairy tales, which is the story is fiction, which doesn't seem real. It doesn't happen in the real life. The purpose of narrative text is to entertain the readers. Narratives often contain a moral or message, thus it also educates the readers. Now, we have discussed the definition and purpose of narrative text. Then, let's discuss the generic structure that will be conveyed by Anggita Megantari. For Anggita, time is yours.
Thank you, Andriany. Hello, everyone. My name is Anggita Megantari. I would like to explain the generic structure of narrative text. The first one is orientation. In this part, gives the background of the story. The characters, place, and time are introduced in the orientation. And the next one is complication. In this part, the main characters are confronted with a problem. And then resolution. Resolution describes how the characters resolve the problems. And the last one is reorientation or coda. In this part, it contains summarize the narrative and marks the end. It consists of moral lesson or advice from the writer. The moral message sometimes conveyed explicitly.
All right, thank you, Anggita, for conveying the generic structure of the narrative text. Now let's look at the language features in the narrative text that will be conveyed by Mira, Fuji, Salamatunnajah. Time is yours.
All right, thank you, Andriany. Hello, everyone. My name is Mira. The next we will discuss about language features. What are the language features in the narrative text? The first, there are simple past tense. Same as recount text, a narrative text also uses simple past tense because it tells about events that happened in the past. So we use a simple past tense. And then next, adverbial phrase. We use an adverbial phrase to state a place, to express a time, or state the circumstance. It is usually using the adverbial phrase. And then adjective, using adjective, which are for non-praise. For examples, long black hair, to read apples, etc. And then action verb, a verb that shows an action. For example, killed, dog, walk, climbed, etc. And then specific noun to signal the character. Using specific noun as pronoun of person, animal in the story. For example, Cinderella, the king, the queen, etc. Then time conjunction. Using time conjunction to arrange the time. For example, after that, next, etc. And the last is direct speech. It is to make the story lively. For example, Snow White said, "My name is Snow White." And the direct speech uses present tense. All right, that's all from me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mira, for conveying the language features of the narrative text. Then, for an example of narrative text will be explained by Anggita. Time is yours.
All right, everyone. You can see the example here. It is a fairy tale. The title is Cinderella. And the first paragraph, it is orientation because it introduced the characters, that is Cinderella, her stepmother, and her stepsister. And then tells about the time, once upon a time. All right. And then the next paragraph is complication, because it tells what problems that the characters face or Cinderella face in this story. That is, she did not allow to come to the party. And then for the resolution is the prince fell in love with her. And then the prince said that he would marry the girl who owned that glass shoes. And for the reorientation or coda, they lived happily ever after. That's all.
All right. Thank you to all my friends who have conveyed the material well. So that is the explanation of narrative text. And then we go to the Q&A section. If you have a question, just turn on your microphone and let us know who you are. Any question?
Hello, my name is Imam Alfata. I have a question. My question is a real story in the past is also called narrative text? Maybe just this. Thanks.
All right. Next question.
I have some question. My name is Akmal Taufiqurrahman. So the question is, can you re-explain what is simple past tense? Because I'm still confusing about it.
All right. Another question? It's enough?
I
Okay.
think enough for me.
Yes?
Enough for me.
All right. Thank you for those who has give the questions. Please give us time to discuss the answers.
A few moments later.
All right, I will try to answer from Akmal question. The simple past is a verb tense that is used to talk about things that happened or existed before now. The simple past tense shows that you are talking about something that has already happened. Unlike the past continuous tense, which is used to talk about past events that happened over a period of time, the simple past tense emphasizes that the action is finished. And you can also use the simple past to talk about a past state of being, such as the way someone felt about something. This is often expressed with the simple past tense of the verb to be and an adjective, noun, or prepositional phrase. And in the simple past tense sentence, the verb used is verb to. Is it clear, Akmal?
It's clear. Thank you for answering my question.
Yes, you are welcome.
All right, I will try to answer Im's question. So I think for the real story in the past is recount text, not the narrative text, because narrative is usually a fairy tale, myth, or legend which has not been proven, while the recount text tells about our story or someone's story in the past that we experience or someone has experienced it. That's all. Is it clear, Imam?
Yes, it's clear. Thank you for the answer.
All right. Are you satisfied with the answers that we provide? If so, I will read the conclusion of the narrative text. So the conclusion is narrative text is a text which contains a story either written nor unwritten, and there are a series of connected events. In addition, a narrative text has a moral story. Maybe that's all from group 4. Thank you so much for your attention. We apologize if there are many mistakes. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
All right. Thank you for the group 4 who has delivered the material. And then, as usual, I will give an evaluation for this discussion, and please pay attention. And first, for the delivery of the material is good. It is supported by showing the PowerPoint. And then for the presenter, it is also good. I think they seem learn it before this presentation, and all the questions can answered well. And then for today, I have assignment for you all, and the assignment is you have to find example of narrative text and then analyze it based on features of narrative text. Any question?
May I ask?
Maybe for this assignment. Yes, please. What is your name?
My name is Andriany.
Yes.
How many texts that we must find for the task?
Just two texts. Two narrative texts. Okay. Other question?
May I, ma'am?
Yes, please. What is your name?
My name is Mira, ma'am. The question is where we should submit the assignment, ma'am.
You have to submit the assignment in Google Classroom as usual. Okay. And
Okay,
others?
ma'am.
May I, ma'am?
Yes, please. Who are you?
My name is Anggita Megantari. I want to ask, when is the deadline, ma'am?
For the deadline, because this assignment is more difficult, it is not just find the example of narrative text. You can also have to analyze it based on features of narrative text. So I will give you 3 days for doing this assignment, and it starts from tomorrow. Can you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Ma'am.
You're welcome. Any question again? Maybe?
I want to ask, ma'am, what kind
Speak
of
louder,
format
please.
that
Speak louder, please.
I have some question, ma'am. What kind of format that we have to use for submit this assignment?
Okay. The format is you have to submit this file in PDF. Remember, okay? PDF.
Understand, ma'am.
Yes. Any question again, maybe?
May I ask, ma'am,
Yes, please.
can the text be the same as the other? I mean, same as my friend, one of my friends?
No, of course no, because there are so many examples of narrative text.
All right, ma'am.
Okay. If I find you have same with your friend, I will give discount for your score. Okay?
All right, ma'am. I understand.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, everyone. Any question again for this assignment? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
If there is no question, I will close this meeting. And don't forget to doing this assignment. Okay? And thank you for today. Stay safe, stay healthy. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you next week.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you, ma'am.
Thank you.
I will end the meeting, okay?
All right,
Yes.
ma'am.